Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're really following a marketing blueprint from start to finish.
Mm.
Our mission is a deep dive into the consumer journey for a health supplement called Eros Lift. We want to understand the exact language they use to build these claims.
And more importantly, how you can spot the difference between, you know, technical compliance and actual scientific transparency.
Exactly.
But before we get into any of that, I have to give the disclaimer. This is purely educational commentary.
Yeah.
It is not medical advice.
Right?
We are analyzing marketing claims, not providing health guidance on taking or avoiding any supplement.
So the core question is the messaging clear? And what do the sources actually reveal about its claims and evidence?
Let's start with the first hook, the big one.
The technical sounding claim. The product says it's made in an FDA-registered and GMP-certified facility. Now, to me, that sounds pretty official.
It's designed to.
Yeah.
But this distinction is probably the single most critical piece of phrasing to understand when you're looking at supplements.
Yeah.
An FDA-registered facility and GMP certification that only refers to manufacturing standards.
So, the place where it's made, the cleanliness, the process.
Precisely. It's like saying the kitchen passed a health inspection.
But that says nothing about the recipe itself, or if the food is even good for you.
Exactly. It's the ultimate loophole. Our deep dive into the fine print confirmed the company later admits the FDA has not evaluated its claims.
So it's split messaging. It's designed to create ambiguity for anyone who hasn't, learned this specific regulatory difference.
And that ambiguity sets the stage for the next part, where they try to wow you with these big, unsupported achievements.
Right, like calling itself the #1 formula for increasing male sexual performance. That is a massive statement.
It's audacious. And when you ask number one according to who,
Mm.
there's just silence.
Nothing.
We found no mention of a medical board, no research study, no award, nothing from an independent organization to back that title up. It seems entirely self-proclaimed.
They also use these very precise but, totally meaningless terms. They guarantee 99.9% accuracy.
Accuracy of what, though?
Yeah, that's the question. Our sources couldn't find any explanation of what that metric is even supposed to be measuring.
And it's the same with the benefits. They talk about better energy, stamina, libido, but they use these generic terms. Natural ingredients, a multitude of benefits.
Vague.
Very vague.
Yeah.
A transparent company would cite a specific ingredient and then maybe point you to peer-reviewed literature showing how, say, L-arginine may influence blood flow.
So the lack of specifics here prevents any kind of real validation.
It does. And if the evidence isn't pushing people to buy, something else has to.
Which brings us to the high-pressure sales tactics. The website immediately hits you with classic urgency stuff. Flat sale only for today.
Oh, yeah, the countdown timers.
Yeah.
Save up to $780, a special 72% discount.
It's all just manufactured stress. It's designed to stop you from looking for the evidence we just couldn't find.
And this is where independent verification becomes almost impossible. The testimonials on their site look polished.
Polished and professional, almost too professional was the quote I saw.
Exactly. And the critical part is when our research team dug into the photos in those user reviews, they appeared to be stock images
Wait, really? Not real customers?
that were found on other websites. Yeah, just stock photos.
So they're using theater instead of actual feedback? That's wild.
It makes those testimonials impossible to rely on.
Yeah.
And when we look for outside validation, Trustpilot reviews, any real discussion on Reddit,
Nothing substantial.
very little. Not enough for a reliable consensus one way or the other.
So what does this all mean for you, the person listening?
I think this deep dive shows that consumer transparency really hinges on three things. First, understand the difference between facility standards and product efficacy.
Right.
Second, demand actual evidence for those huge #1 claims. And third, be critical of glossy, professional-looking testimonials.
We've basically laid out the playbook to watch for.
We have.
So here's a final thought for you to explore. Given that research into ingredients for things like energy and libido is often ongoing, and some studies may show potential benefits, how much weight should you, the consumer, place on these vague marketing claims versus demanding official references from the NIH, the FDA, or peer-reviewed studies before making a decision?